All right. Well, hey, team, here we are. August 3rd, our first official call is full on Trilivy coaches. Optavia is Trilivy this month, our compensation, our ranking, everything. So I am glad to be here with you. I put it out there what we'll talk about tonight. We did start a builder circle for those that want to grow to executive director or higher. If and agree that they will do the actions to do that by October 31st. You are welcome to join that group. We just had our first meeting. If you missed it, we can add you and into the group and get you the recording from tonight. And if you're unsure, I'm happy to have a conversation with you. And then tonight's call, so that's very, very specific to business building. Tonight's call is going to be doing some celebration of the month of July. We're going to talk about some changes to the compensation plan and just things to be aware of. It's good stuff, and the enhancements that have been made to it, enhancements to the ranking system. And then we're going to play around a little bit with the client hub as time permits to answer your questions around that because several of you guys were texting me this week about it. So here we go. Let's talk about some celebrations. Oops, this says June, but it actually is July. All right, let me share. And I need to record. Oh, no, we are recording. All right. Well, we had some good stuff happen in the month of July. July can be a tough month because of summer and all of that, but we actually had 111% growth as a team in terms of our volume. So word started getting out about Trilivy. I know we had a couple calls around it. We've had some reactivated clients, so it's showing that we're going to start to build this momentum. All of the coaches who are listed here had at least one new client in the month of July. So kudos to Debbie Pasco, Julie Tracy, to Kelly, Meredith Burford, Shauna and Frank, Stephanie Schaefer, and Stephanie Sweeney. So congrats to you guys for that. Um, 3% client support bonus earners. So these individuals had between 3 and 4 new clients last month. So they got a 3% raise. And that was Frank and Shauna and Kelly. So they are consistently on that leaderboard and it's fun to see you guys there. Meg Johnson was over here leading the pack in volume with over $15,000 in FQV last month. So kudos for you for that. That's a lot of people that you are helping. And then myself, Frank and Shauna and Kelly all had over 10,000 in volume. I will tell you that Kelly and Frank and Shauna were much closer to 15,000 than I was, but congratulations, because all of that is just a reflection to the new and the existing clients that you continue to service and help move forward in their health. This will be the last month that you get to see this ranking on here because the plan has been revamped. But Meg and myself both earning the title of fully integrated business coach, which means not only are we helping clients ourselves, but we're helping coaches on our team be senior coach and having at least 5 senior coaches or above. And then super fun. This was our growth. We had 15 brand new clients last month in the organization, 18 reactivated, and we are growing. As a team, we are growing. So good stuff there. Congratulations to all of you. And let's see. I want you guys to give a little wave. Nikki Hopkins just joined the call. Nikki, if you just want to give us a wave. Nikki and I met probably about 6 weeks ago, maybe a month ago. She is a health coach on her own, and she is becoming a Trilivy coach tomorrow and ordering her program. So we are glad to have you, Nikki. I don't know if you want to come off mute and just say hey for a second. Totally didn't warn you that was happening. Oh, it's okay. You're muted. I don't know if you can see it on your phone, and it's okay if you can't. It's okay. All right. Well, we're glad that you are with us. Last month, Julie Tracy brought a new coach on. So, congratulations to Julie. And I'm excited to see this month, Ellen has already brought on a new coach this month. So, it's going to be fun to see all these windows fill up with some new faces who are excited about and committed to helping grow this new company, Trilivy, and to make an impact with others and make an impact on their own household finances as well. So excited for you guys. Um, so a couple of questions or a couple of things to go over. Let me exit out of this one. And so revisions have been made to our compensation plan. And this was reviewed at convention, and you could get all of it from Coach Answers in the back office. But a couple of things to clarify is that I've always been amazed by Dan Bell and our compensation plan and what they do for us, and that they continue to enhance it. So you'll see some shifts and some changes that might affect you. Some maybe not great until you get to a higher rank, but all the same money is on the table. What they did is just reallocated it to more better reward for growth. And we know that coaches that are executive director or higher tend to the retention rate is higher with them. They tend to stay more plugged in, current with all the, the ongoing enhancements to our science, technology, tools, et cetera. So you'll see the emphasis is on becoming an executive director or higher. That's where the greatest reward is. So a couple things that just to be aware of that will probably affect you as you see your ranking in the back office um, and your paychecks. Did that share? I don't think it did. Okay, here we go. Everything is effective August 1st. So it went into effect just over the weekend. And the three ways that we can get paid as a Trilivy coach are the same as they always were. So we get paid for client support. So that means welcoming and supporting clients that are directly under you, that you are supporting. And depending on how many clients you have, your compensation, your weekly commission, and your monthly bonus on those increases the more clients that you have, which is reflected by your what we call frontline volume, your FQV, frontline qualifying volume. The other way that we earn income is by team building, and that is by sponsoring additional coaches who join your team under you, and then you are compensated an override on their business and also eligible for bonuses that match their bonuses because you're going to be rolling up your sleeves, you're going to be working with them, and that's how you're compensated for the extra effort that you're helping to help them build a successful team. And then there's leadership development, which is when you start raising executive directors in your organization, and then teams of executive directors because of the leadership that's required to help somebody move to that level. So very generous. And it's what I've always loved about our company is that you can choose which lane you want to be in with this. Um, so here are changes to be aware of, or if you have coaches in your organization that aren't on this call. So new terminology is everybody starts the month as like an apprentice coach, a Trilivy coach. And it used to be that you needed $1,200 in volume and 5 ordering entities, 5 separate people ordering, to reach the rank of what we call senior coach, which it bumps you to that next compensation commission level. That threshold has been raised to 1,500. So you still need 5 ordering entities, but it's now like 5 people with full orders, minimum of 5 full orders with that minimum of 1,500 in volume. Any questions around that? Okay. I could not get
Hey
it.
Dee,
Yes.
So the old senior coach, that threshold was group volume, and now that's
Hmm.
gone away. Now it's frontline volume to be a senior coach.
True,
Yeah.
true. That's a big distinction. Big distinction. But and then you'll see you have the rank of senior coach. And the interim ranks, the defining ranks of manager, associate director, director, those are gone. There are no titles in between, no rank, no actual rank advancements. There are bumps in commission based on your volumes, and you will see what that is. But there is no title change with it until you reach the rank of executive director. Now, this I really like. So we have done away, there's no longer the integrated ranks. So there's no longer FIBC, there's no longer integrated executive director or integrated regional or integrated presidential. They're flat ranks. But what I love about it is executive director, you can become an executive director now with $4,500 in volume from your own personal clients and then $1,500 of additional volume so that you're looking to get to 6,000 either by yourself or in combination with your team. But that $1,500, they don't have to have the rank of senior coach. So you might have somebody who has $1,500, but they had four ordering entities. Even though they didn't rank up, it's going to apply for you. And that's to help because you're supporting all of those people. So I think that's a really great enhancement to the plan. So you can either do it by 4,500 and have group volume of 6,000 or do it by yourself. And all of those higher ranks are the same way with it. So this keeps coaches, if you want to know philosophy behind it, long-term coaches who develop big teams, if they decide to kind of step away and not be actively involved in the business, very often they don't have the FQV. They don't have that $4,500 in volume themselves. They were getting there by blended path. And so therefore being paid at ranks where maybe they're not as plugged in and leading at the same level. So what they're doing is, I love this, really rewarding the people that are in there, you know, growing and helping others grow. So before we go further, any questions on the ranking system or how that might affect you with it? We good? Because I tell you, it took me years to understand this compensation plan. So I don't want it to be going overhead. I'm trying to make it as basic as I can. All I ever knew and used to tell people is all I know, the more people you help, the more you get paid, and they pay us very well. Um, all right, so here is a view of, um, oh, so just so you know, as a transition between August and September, you can qualify for executive director from the prior ranking system. If you were already a coach, the prior ranking. If you're a new coach coming in, you'd be following the new. But so it's an either or for just this month and next month. But then everybody by October 1st qualifies from the new guidelines. So everybody gets paid 10% commission initially on every client order. So those are our weekly checks that we get. And any order that came in with you designated as their coach, you're going to be paid through Trilivy a 10% commission direct deposit. As you grow your business, you are eligible for a client support bonus, which gets added on top. And that's actually paid by the 15th of the following month. So if you never reach that rank of senior coach, you will just stay at 10% with your commission. If you get to the 1500, and this is where the it doesn't really matter the title, but these thresholds here, this is your overall total compensation. So you've got your 10% base, and then you're going to get a 10% bonus on that volume in your bonus check. This is where it adds up, guys, because this is where they took some of that money and they're whatever, we get paid more If you're above senior coach or more, you're getting, or higher than senior coach, you're going to get paid more. So 25 to 30 to now, if you have your own FQV of 6,000 or higher, we were capped out at 28% commission before. We're making 35% commission. So they are rewarding us for servicing, many, 17 to 20 clients or more at a time. So that's a really sweet addition, I think. So that's what where part of the reallocation went. The client support plus bonus, so where you saw that Kelly and Frank were rewarded a 3% bonus last month, that 3% threshold is gone because Trilivy has kind of set the new expectation that a coach who wants to be actively growing would be bringing on a minimum of 3 clients a month. If it was a coach that wanted to actively grow and maintain a steady business. So now you get a 5% bonus is your threshold for 5 to 9 clients, or 10% if you had 10 or more. So that gets tacked on top of that last threshold I showed you. So whereas an executive director, if you were getting paid 35% between your weekly commission, your client support bonus, if you had the client support bonus because you had 5 new clients, you would get an additional 5%, bring you up to 40% commission, or you could actually go up to 45%. That's like unheard of in our industry. Unheard of. So they are really, really rewarding us because we have a brand new company, guys. It's up to us to launch this and launch it well with success. So we are on the ground floor, and I mean, you're in really the best position there is to be growing right now because of everything that's available to us. 2 bonuses have been restructured. So they're no longer going to show up in your checks, but they've been reallocated into other bonus money. But 2 of those legacy bonuses are the rolling consistency bonus. So where you used to be eligible every 3 months for a 250, 500, or $1,000 bonus, that is no longer the case. So last month would have been the last month you would have been eligible for that to be paid in this month's bonus. And then also that FIBC, because the integrated ranks are gone, that earning $1,000 every 3 months is gone. But it's been replaced with rank advancement bonuses. So they don't want us to just keep doing what we've been doing. They want us to move up. So that's how we get paid more. So this is significant. We've had a rank advancement system in place, but this is a little bit different. These bonuses stack. So you can, if you get the executive director bonus, and then you become a regional director, and then you're growing as the business plan is designed. You have all of, can't even do the math on what that bonus money is, but it's a lot. It's a lot of bonus money. And you are eligible on this call, you are eligible if you're a brand new coach or you're somebody who has not reached executive director since August of 2025, you are going to be eligible for this rank advancement bonus. If you got a bonus in one of the in the prior bonus plan, so like Kelly, you got it when you went regional director, Ellen got it when she went, that you will your next Kelly would be like senior regional director will be your next bonus eligibility. So if you rang the bell and touched it, between August 25 and now, you're not eligible here, but many people on this call are eligible for this, for all of this here. With 2 new ranks, what I love about this is it used to be so a regional. So when you go above executive director to regional director and above, that means you have developed executive directors underneath you. So a regional director has 1 executive director. It used to be there was not another pay bump or title change until you had 5 of those executive directors. So pretty big jump. But what I love now is they have a senior regional director. So if you have between 2 and or if you have two executive directors, that's a nice little hefty bonus there, $4,000. And then national director, it's defined there. And so the other new rank that is there is called senior global director because it's a big leap between having five executive directors and having 10. So if you're anywhere in there, when you have six, seven, eight, nine, you'll be considered a senior global director, meaning you're going to be paid at that higher level and be eligible for that sweet little $10,000 bonus that's there. So do the math here for yourself. The other difference is in the bonus structure that we were operating in just the past few months. If you just touched it once, you got the bonus. If you touch that rank of executive director, you got that bonus the first time, and then you got another one, a maintenance, if you did it a second month in a row. Now it's required that you have that rank for 3 consecutive months. So, meaning we've built a stable executive director business, and you'll get that, or 3 consecutive months as a senior regional director. So, Kelly, I see your hand up. You're muted.
I'm sorry, it was still up from before. I apologize.
Okay. Questions on this? Anybody have questions? It's a lot. We're good?
See, I
All
did
right.
see a couple questions in the chat.
Oh, yeah. Can somebody read them off to me?
One question was, can you clarify what a new coach is? Is a previous client or is a previous client who hasn't ordered in years considered a new client?
No, if they've ever ordered, they're not going to qualify as a new client for the new client. The acquisition bonuses, the consistency bonuses, they are considered reactivated clients. And they really do. They now double check phone numbers, addresses, and emails so that nobody's taking advantage of the system. What else is in the chat? I didn't pull it up. Any other questions?
That's the only one I saw.
Okay.
But
All right.
a new client, I mean, an old client may not count as a new client, but Shauna may know this because she just reactivated a couple old clients. They still get a discount on their order, and I think it's 15%. Wasn't Shauna just reactivated like two new clients yesterday or something? Was that how it was, Shauna?
Yeah, one of them was having trouble with her order, so I just put 20 random things in her cart, and she got a 15% discount. And she had gone in and like created a new account, but she hadn't gone to process it yet. And I told her it's not going to let you because she said, but I'm getting a 20% discount over here. I said, honey, it's not going to let you. I promise you. Once you hit submit, it's going to say you're already a client. So 15% is what they give.
That's good though.
Yeah.
That's good. So first time a client ever is on Premier, they get a 20% discount and then the 15 after that.
I have a quick question for clarification. If they've ever been a client before, no matter how long it was ago, and then they come back in, they're considered a reactivated. However, if they were not your client, they were with a different coach, and they come to you and they sign up, what is it then?
Same. Just they're a reactivated client in the system. They just have a new assigned coach for them.
Okay.
Yeah. And of course, everything applies towards your volumes, your ranking, all of that. Yeah.
If
Now,
if
we're
they
going to go
use
over
the
some.
same email, though, what happens? If they use a different email?
They're now catching them through phone numbers and addresses as well. Yeah. So, I mean, will any ever slip through the system? Maybe. As a Trilivy coach and you're compliant and the compliance guidelines, I highly recommend you never suggest that to anybody for your own benefit.
Yeah.
Very, very clear in the guidelines about that. Yeah. All right. Okay, so we're also going to talk in a minute about new coach bonuses and sponsoring bonuses. And just so you know, because that question came up previously in our earlier call, if there's a coach in your organization maybe that did not renew, faded off into the sunset, but decides to come back, like Meg has one, who's super. Meg, maybe you can pop on, just share with this group about that because that was exciting.
Yeah, absolutely. So with all of the excitement that's happened with Trilivy, I had a previous coach reach out and say, "Hey, can we talk? I want to know what's going on." And so we did a Coach Explore last week, and I got so much energy from it. It was the highlight of my week. But just kind of sharing with her, okay, what is different? And how are we positioned now? And how are we positioned better than we were when she was coaching several years ago? So it was a great conversation, great time of reflection, and she's fired up.
That's great. That's great. And if that coach has been gone, and meaning that they no longer have the title of being a coach in the system, when they purchase their coach kit again, if it's been more than 6 months, 180 days, they are eligible for all the accelerator bonuses again. If they've just been asleep and not in action, or that doesn't count. But if they come back and they're committed to growing and they meet the thresholds, they get the bonuses, which is great. And these are in effect for any coach that comes on. Um, from today forward. So, coach accelerator bonuses. So, the change with this is rewarding coaches for getting into action quickly. We know that the sooner a coach is having conversations with people, getting into action, signing them up as clients, walking them through the process, the more successful they are, right? So we're going to reward, the company is going to reward for that. So these are bonuses on top of their commissions. And these are now cumulative over the new coach's first 90 days. So instead of having to have a minimum of 5 clients in 1 month and then 5 more the next month and then 5 more, they could have 4 their first month and then, you know what I mean? But then get that fifth one in their second month and then be eligible for that $500 bonus and then go crazy and get 9 more, and then be at 1500. So these are cumulative, but over the first 90 days, 5 new clients, a $500 bonus, of which you as the sponsor get a matching bonus for that. So once they reach 10 new clients, they get $1,000 bonus, and then 15 clients, 2,000. So you and them are each eligible for $3,500 in bonuses. That's nothing to sneeze at. That's a couple mortgage payments. That's, or, a vacation or something. So that's something that's pretty significant. And that is really the bulk of it all. I would love to just take the time to answer questions. Like I said, all of this, if you go to your Coach Hub, it is in there. There is a video about the compensation plan in there, and there's also a link to the back office that will bring you there to look at the details if you're a visual person and want to see it spelled out in the terms and conditions. So, questions around that, Ellen?
I do have a question on, I was trying to go through the hub and find out where I could make a cart to send a new person that they could just go in. Because we had talked, we were just having difficulty getting together and so I could put the things in the cart and then they could order it. And I can't figure that out.
Okay,
And
Hmm.
there's
they
a
told us
video,
to figure it out.
I was going to say there's a video because I actually went in and I am not, technology, I could like mute you all. In fact, I can't even figure out how to raise my hand on what we're doing right now, but that's why I just jumped in here. But I did it. So if you go into your cart, like I would go in, gosh, was it Doug or Dan had the Doug, I think, had the thing, but you go in like you're going to create it. And when you go to check out, you can add it to, and you can label it. So, like I put it in for the 5-in-1, and then I put it in for the 5-in-1 active. And then you get a link. And what's great about it is you can then send it to your client and it automatically they can then you don't have to take their credit card, you don't have to do all the things behind the scene. Like if they're going to do the 5-in-1, you can just send them the cart. um Gosh, where did I see that? Of course, now I can't say, I can't remember where I saw it. um if I go into, hold on a second, let me just see if I can,
I've got, I say we can all go on a little scavenger hunt right now in
I,
the coach
it
hub.
was a great, I literally just went through it I kept stopping the video and
Did you find that video in the coach hub, Vicky? The new coach hub?
I believe I did. So let me just, you know what? Yeah, I'd have to shoot.
I have it, you
It was
guys.
I mean, it was easy. Like I like put the kit in the cart and I went to check out. And then instead of checking out, there's a thing where you can save it to what I forget what you call it. It's like save it to like your there's a place where you can just save it and then you have to label it. Like because when I went to label it, it didn't like the ampersand. You know how to call it like five and one, how to spell it out. Um
Lori, you said you
Yep.
found it.
Yep, I
Okay.
have it. If you're in the client or in the coach hub, you go to the three lines over on the left-hand side on the app, and it's the second one down. The second choice says send your shared cart link, and then you click on that.
How do we know how to create the shared cart for the individual who has not done that yet?
there's a video. Like do you see a video, Lori, in there where it says there was a little video on this is how you do it.
Let's see. You
I
can
love it. It's like a
actually,
scavenger hunt, all of
yeah.
us. Yeah.
It
Because I
did.
saw that too, where you could share the link. But there used to be, I think, a little video on how to do it, but now I couldn't find it.
Vicky, was it Becca Tinter that did the video?
No, it
Oh,
was
okay.
either it was Doug or Dan. Um,
So, Nikki, hopefully this is reassuring to you as a new coach or frightening that we sit here as a team of people figuring things out. But this is a brand new tool for us. We just transferred from the Optavia app to this, so we're all learning it. It's pretty amazing. But anybody else find it? Kelly, your hand is up again, or is that from before?
No, it's not from before. Can y'all hear me?
Okay. Yes.
Um, I had a quick question, which you may not have an answer for, but maybe it's somebody you can ask the powers that be if you don't
Hmm.
know. The summits that are coming up. Okay. I have some clients in different parts of the country. I told them about them, and I want, I've told them if you're going to go, I want to meet you there, and we're going to invite people in your world to the summit. Okay. That are interested in what you're doing, that would be new clients, coach, whatever, and then gives them the opportunity to then decide to be a coach,
Yes.
and all of that. Okay, problem here though was lady in New Jersey was going to go to the New York thing. There seemed to be no, well, there wasn't. I called the hotel, no block for reservations, and it was 500 plus a night for that particular weekend. Now, it wasn't for other dates, but it was for there and every hotel around. So there apparently is a much bigger event going on because this is a small event there.
Mhm.
So much bigger event going on, and they jacked up all the prices. So she said, we can't go because we can't do that. And I said, girl, I can't either. And
Okay,
so
so
I was
that
like,
was
I
in
need
New
to find out
York.
what's going on. So if we can do that. I also looked at the Pennsylvania one and the weekend that we're set to do the Pennsylvania one because I thought, well, she's close enough. She's in Jersey. She can go to the Pennsylvania one. Um, the that same issue, same issue.
Okay.
So
Okay.
if
I
we
can
if we
ask
can
some
find out
questions.
what's going on with that, because that's going to deter a lot of people, because she has
Mhm.
to drive 2.5 hours one way to get there. She was going to spend just one night, and she was going to bring her boyfriend, and they were both going to go, which would have been
Okay.
perfect. But
Yeah. Okay. I will look into it. I will look
thank you, I
into it.
appreciate it.
Yeah, only in the to respect everybody's time right now. Ellen, I will do some research to find where that shared cart is, because that is going to be something we are going to need to do. They're going to be adding that two-factor authorization to the carts soon, where we will not be able to place our clients' orders. Going to be doing the thing where it sends them a text or whatever. So we are going to want to become familiar with this, how to create a cart and having our clients do the checkout process. So, all right, I highly recommend. So we no longer have to send our clients to either or community call. It is one weekly reset call. It's happening right now. We're brand new. I encourage you to immerse as a client yourself into it, so you know what you'll be sending your clients to. And Dr. A is on it. So we're going to go ahead and sign off right now. But love you guys. We will get together again next week. Bye.